Here's the truth. You are allowed to outgrow seasons that got you to where you are now or once kept you going. Hustle season for me was not all bad. It taught me a lot. I had some amazing experiences, met some awesome people I still call friends. But some of these things, they don't belong in my current season anymore. And my soft season is about discernment. It's not about quitting. It's about choosing what fits now. I'm not fresh out of college. I'm not single. I'm not really game to just hop on a plane and go do whatever I want because I can't. I have toddlers and people who depend on me. I have health issues I didn't have then. But again, that is because some of these things that I once did just don't belong in this chapter of my life anymore. So today I want to do a bit of a rapid fire video with 10 things from my hustle season that I am not bringing into my soft season. Maybe you'll feel inspired and there will be something that you've been waiting for permission to let go of as well. Number 1, urgency as my personality. Busy as a badge of honor. I was going to network events because I thought I should, because people needed to see me, because I needed to be out there. And when I'm there, what was I saying? How are you doing? What were people answering? Oh, I'm so busy. What was I answering? Oh, I'm so busy. I sleep like 4 hours a night. I just got so much going on. Isn't it great being a business owner? That's not something that I need to bring into this next chapter. I don't need to feel like busy is a badge of honor because it's not. Us wearing ourselves thin, that's not always a badge of honor. Even though it means we might be getting a lot done, we might be doing well in our business, it doesn't mean it's right for us if we're getting no rest. Which number 2, earning rest. I'm no longer earning my rest. I am taking it when I need it. I would often only rest after enough was done. But what is enough? Who is to tell me what is enough? Nothing is ever done enough to truly sit down, rest, and do nothing. The to-do list will always call us, but we don't have to listen. Literally being in the photography world, everybody told you to under-promise and over-deliver. Tell them you'll get their photos back in 4 weeks and deliver them in 1. Tell them they'll get their wedding gallery back in a few weeks, but then give them a full 100 photo album sneak peek in 24 hours. Dump your photos in the car on the way home, and then edit them before you even get to bed after shooting a 12-hour wedding. People were doing this. I was doing this at the reception, editing sneak peeks, because I always had to be on. I was always trying to just earn my rest by thinking if I could just get ahead and do a little bit more, then I could earn my rest. Number 3, being constantly reachable. Did you know that also in the wedding industry, which is where most of this comes from, a bride would email us an inquiry and then tell us that we hadn't responded soon enough when we responded the next morning. Sometimes even like 12 hours later, they would say, we already found someone else we're going with. You had to respond to an inquiry so fast just to try to get the bride in your door, not even knowing if she would book with you. Immediate replies signified your worth, your professionalism, the fact that you were on top of your email inbox at all times. So much so that when my sister and I split up our business duties, I gave her the inbox and that was her number 1 priority. While I was trying to over-deliver on images, she was trying to over-deliver on getting back to them on time. I want to leave that behind. I'm going to put my phone down more. I already am. I'm doing an experiment on the side where I am putting my phone down, and there'll be a future video about that. But for right now, I don't want to be that reachable. Number 4 was saying yes before checking my actual capacity. I was saying calendar first, body second. Yes, I can do that favor. Yes, I can stay late and nanny despite the fact that I shot a wedding for 12 hours yesterday, got here early, and now I'm staying late and I still haven't slept. There was a new idea. There was a new photo shoot that we could participate in to get our name out there. There's so much that I said yes to because my calendar said it was empty, but I didn't check in and see what my capacity was for actually handling these things. And in my soft season, I want to switch that on its head, and I want to check my capacity before I say yes. Number 5 was optimizing every single moment. Coffee dates, those were strategic networking events. Little did they know that my sister and I were trying to get in the door. We were trying to meet new planners. We were broadening our reach. My rest was truly planning time. I was optimizing my time in the car, listening to podcasts about work. I was with my nanny kids and I was planning Instagram feeds in my head. I was scouting locations with them, going to new parks to play on the playground, but thinking, oh, this would be a great photo shoot spot. Every moment was optimized. You know how draining that is? Number 6, in hustle season, hustled through my low energy days. If you haven't seen it, I have a video about planning for a low energy week and how I do that now in my soft season. But in my hustle season, forget about low energy. You showed up, you performed, you did what you had to do. And sometimes that was to my detriment. I was sick for about 2 years and didn't have the time to go to the right doctors to figure out why. I didn't spend the time prioritizing my own health because honestly, I had better things to do, you know? I had to go hustle. I had to go get my bag. But now, just like in that video, I plan my weeks around my low energy days and I don't feel guilty when I'm slow. Number 7, I am leaving the idea of proving instead of trusting. Do I have to prove myself to someone, or can I trust that I am enough, trust that I'm doing enough, trust that I'm making the right decision? It's no longer about external validation for me. Obviously, sometimes it is. That sneaks back in all the time. But in my soft season, I'm working really hard on trusting myself and my gut and what I think is best for me, my family, my energy, my health. I'm not going and chasing followers. I'm not going out there trying to get my kids the perfect clothes, getting my home perfect, getting the higher and higher budget bride so I could post them on my Instagram so people think I'm a good photographer. I'm just going to trust that I am. Number 8, I was planning for a fantasy version of myself, but I wasn't actually checking in to see if that's what I wanted. I was buying, scheduling, committing to a life that I wasn't actually living because I was living a facade. It was a fantasy life where I wanted to go shoot a wedding in Hawaii and then be home by the end of the weekend. No, that's actually not me. And that's a really hard truth to swallow because we did try to market ourselves as destination photographers. And while I would love that opportunity, and I did get to go to California and shoot an amazing wedding, that's not actually a fantasy life for me. Because when I go, I feel anxious, I work all weekend, and then I come home feeling drained. I would like to go to Hawaii for a week with my family and enjoy it. Maybe do a couple photo shoots while I'm there, but I'm really not that jet setting destination photographer inside. I like to stay home. A lot of times I felt like I was actually just posting things for the gram. Do you remember that saying? Because I wanted to prove that I was living this cool, fancy, fun life, going to new coffee shops and meeting with new people and getting to see famous people, like going to eat a meal around Patriots players, even though I don't follow football. It was literally for the gram. It was a fantasy life. I wasn't living it, and I don't want to live it now. Number 9, I am leaving that guilt for choosing the slow and the simple and the staying home in my hustle season. Because for me in my soft season, I don't want to feel guilty or behind because I'm not pushing, because I'm not striving for something with my entire being. Anytime I wanted to say no to something or I wanted to opt out, I said yes because I felt like I'd be falling behind in basically what was a rat race. And number 10, I am leaving confusing discernment with self-abandonment. I was calling this discipline a strength that I had. Then it's so great that I can multitask, that I can over deliver on images, that I can book a wedding in California when I live in Connecticut. But it was really just overriding my true and natural system. It was overriding my identity. It was overriding everything. True strength would have been listening to myself, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, and how I wanted to spend my energy. I overrode everything to listen to other people's expectations. But guess what? In my soft season, I'm not. I'm now listening to me. I'm not choosing to push through and seeing it as strength. I will be more discerning. So those are my rapid fire 10 things that I thought of that I'm leaving in my hustle season and not bringing into my soft season. Things I've already worked on shedding from my life. Things that you can probably tell I already feel really proud and grounded and good about leaving behind. Because honestly, our capacity can change, and that's not failure. I can be consistent without being relentless. I can choose to stay home if I want to. I don't even need to prove that I care. Slower literally does not mean smaller. I don't have to live a smaller life because I'm living a slower, softer life. This time, I'm living a life that actually fills my cup instead of overflowing, breaking it, smashing it to the floor. So this soft season I'm in right now, it's not about rejecting who I was, what got me here, or what I did. Because like I said in the beginning, all of those were great things. Well, not all of them, but a lot of things happened that were so great in that season. But now it's truly about choosing what's coming with me into the future. And if you see yourself in any of these hustle season things that I mentioned, you're not wrong if they're not hurting you. I think that's very important to understand before we leave this video. These are just things that I noticed are just not serving me in the season that I want to be in right now. And I am just going to take a quick moment to tell you there will be a link down below. I am a coach. If you're new here, I'm Kay. Thanks for staying till the end. I'm a wife, a mom to two, an accountability coach, and a photographer. And I had a group community that I closed for a while. It is now back open. It's called the Consistency Collective, where we can all get together and support each other in accomplishing our goals in a softer, kinder way. Not the hustle culture kind of you just need to be more disciplined, but more the we're so proud of you and that small win you made showing up every day for yourself. So if you're interested in checking it out, it is a founder's offer right now, only $14 a month, and it includes a 45-minute mini course that teaches you the framework for how to build sustainable goals and lives and routines. It's the same things that I teach my clients that are one-on-one private coaching, and you're getting it $97 value in this community if you join. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you in the next one.